The team is ready to serve you a huge... Well, it's 1 o'clock and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. Open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome. Oh, somebody got to carry the gate. Carry the gate. Hold on. I don't want to scream because if I do, it's going to pop. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, New York, San Francisco, Boston, wherever the hell you are. Everywhere. You got to bring down the sound because you're going to tune us out. Want to say hello. Welcome to, what is today's date? Thursday?
Today's Thursday. Okay. Today is Travel Thursday.
I can see that.
Cafe.
Are you going somewhere? You have a towel here.
It's really good to be me is all I can say.
You have a nice towel.
People bring me amazing gifts. I've got Dawn does, and now I have a real Caribbean towel. I feel like Vanna White, I get to share everything. I get these amazing gifts on set, You have a great hat, but I get all these amazing gifts from everyone. Right?
They put a towel.
It feels really nice. Feel how soft this towel is. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go on the cruise, put my towel out on our lounge chair, and we're going.
Where you going?
We're going on a Brooklyn Cafe
cruise
on Royal Caribbean.
You're always saying I gotta go.
September 21st.
Always saying you gotta go.
3 words. Remember we
did
improv?
Tom's on the phone. Why are you on the phone? Get off the phone. Tom, she's always saying you gotta go.
Remember last week we had improv you on. Freddie got 3 words. I gotta go. We can change it to we gotta go. You got 3 words.
I gotta go. We got we got new friends. We got new interns. We're gonna get to all of that. But I want to get real quick to the announcement because these 2 guys got to go do something off the set.
They got to go?
Yeah.
So
we got to go. I got to go.
I got to go.
Let's put up camera 3. And there we have T-Money,
Steve-O in the house. We have, before we do me and Steve actually went to the Improv's comedy class last night.
Did you learn anything?
It was a blast.
I got your back. And, wait, I got your back and.
Yeah, and something, But this guy killed it. He did a great job. It was fantastic.
This guy killed it.
But anyway,
I just want to know one thing. Did you trip and fall?
Did I fall? Not this time. No, I didn't.
Because you fell on the beach. They're still bringing sand in to stop that crater.
I'm still rubbing sand out of my hair.
I know. You felt like a tumbleweed on that one.
And the funny thing is that wasn't planned.
I know that.
I just turned around all wrong, and then I couldn't even make a step. I just landed face first into the sand. That was it. It was a lot of fun, but yeah. So, well, but anyway, we at the Heart of Delray Gallery. We have the June 14th. We have a networking event like nothing else. We're gonna have 150 business owners here. We're gonna have food vendors, wine vendors. Make sure you're dressed to impress, because we also have a photographer that was focused on his show, Rich Williams. He's gonna be coming out and doing free headshots for everybody. So this way, if you need to get your business card updated, your website, whatever, you're going to get that free headshot for you. And it's there just, once again, another way of promoting you. That's what SoFlo Mixers is all about.
Want to do a headshot? With or without the hat?
No, I want to do a headshot, but I'm going to have a plate on it. You know, a number. Like a number.
With just your head? Or is your name going to be on a plate?
It's funny.
Is
It's
your
funny.
head on a plate?
The only one that got that joke was Paul and Steve-O.
I didn't.
Oh,
I
and
didn't-
you.
I
And
didn't
the
get
post office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see where you come
Oh.
from. You got it? No.
Yeah.
He doesn't
He had to
get
clue
he
me
doesn't
in on
get
that.
it. There you go. But there you go. Headshot. You know? Unbelievable.
I'm
And
thinking
what?
like at the Haunted Mansion where your head's on a plate.
I don't know. Did you drop her? Look, the doll fell
I know
over.
she fell over.
You glued everything but the doll to the table. So what day is that event and the time?
It's on June 14th here at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway, and it's going to be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we have prizes that we are giving away to all attendees. We have about $3,600 in prizes now. Nick has included a free website that he's going to host for 6 months. He has a full social media package that he's going to do. He's going to actually go on location with you. He's going to film an ad for you, and then give that to you so that you can post it all over social media. That value alone is about $1,800 each.
Can people still register?
People can still register on our Facebook page, facebook.com/SoFloMixer, SoFloMixer, SoFlo Mixer. So
I heard that you, Paul, you're coming to the event,
Going to be
and you're
there.
going to be registering people for the Brooklyn Cafe cruise we take,
I am.
right? I mean,
Coming
that's the
up.
object of the game. We have
Absolutely.
to register people for this. Steve, well, you're going, right?
I'm going to be here with all my equipment.
I mean, you're
You're going
going.
on
You're
the
going on the
cruise.
cruise.
Of course I'm going on a cruise.
Of course.
Of course.
Good. We need music. You ever remember the movies in the 70s? You remember this, and you always had that music playing behind you. You know, Superfly. You know, Superfly's back in the movies. You see Superfly? It's back in the movies. Nobody gets it. I'm dying to go see it. Nobody wants to see that.
I'll go with you.
You what?
He'll go with
You
you.
hold my hand?
what's
go with you.
Superfly?
What Superfly?
Shaft. You're talking about Shaft, Freddy.
No, it's Superfly was not Shaft. Superfly was somebody else, but Shaft was another
Yeah.
one. Yeah. But those are great movies, and you always had your music, right? So I put my phone in my pocket, and I always have my Suavemente music when I walk
Suavemente.
anywhere, and everybody gets the joke. But you'll come with me to see that, Steve-O? You hold my hand in the movies and buy me popcorn?
Tell them about your show.
And Wedding Talk, as you know, is on Monday nights, but we're going to kick it up a notch. In the month of July, we're going to do a bake-off. We're going to get all the bakers that I know, and Chastity, if you're listening, you know a lot of bakers. Norman, if you're listening, you know I'm going to come after you. But we're going to have a bake-off, and we're going to go to 4 bakers, right? We'll do 4 bakers.
Could do 8.
One baker, we could do 8.
Hey,
And we're going to do a bake-off. So we'll judge you by decor, taste.
What are they baking? Are they baking wedding cakes?
what are they going to bake?
What are they baking, Steve-O?
Oh, Steve, what are they going to bake? Wedding cake piece?
Wedding cakes, cookies, what are they baking?
It has to be a cake.
Has to be a cake.
Has to be a cake.
And it's if you get more than 8, we need more room, we'll make more room.
Right.
All right, so bring them all. Let them all
So
come.
you heard it. We're bringing them all. So any bakers that are listening, and Chastity and all my clients, Julie, if you're listening, start getting your bakers lined up.
Where's it
Wedding
gonna
Talk,
be?
Monday nights at 6.
Where?
Wedding Talk, Monday nights at 6.
Gonna be on the show?
On the show.
1650 South Dixie
the Boca
Highway at the
Studio.
radio station.
Okay.
All right, having a bake-off.
All right, we're having a bake-off.
Very
I'll
good.
have to be there and do some taste testing.
And
Oh, yeah,
now,
you gotta pick
back
the
to the
best.
show, ladies
Yeah,
and
they
gentlemen.
got some
Freddie and
records.
Dawn.
You know,
Lasers.
he sounds like you're at a wedding with this guy. All the time. Every time he does that, I says, boy, I remember so many weddings.
And I want to thank John for fixing our camera because the past couple days you and I have been a little whitewashed, and all you saw yesterday were my lips. So
Yo, who whitewashed this?
I have no idea who whitewashed us, but this is a whole lot better. I was looking a little scary there.
I lost my coffee. Where's, okay, I'll
But
talk
you
to you guys
gained
later.
some fairy wings, so you lose your coffee. It's somewhere on the table, but you got some fairy wings. We got Grandma Vodka on the set with us.
Yeah.
Yes, she got your coffee. You got he's a little tangled in there.
It's fairy wings.
You like those? Those look lovely.
So I'm supposed to wear these
Yes.
in public?
No, what happens in our set, we're like Vegas. What happens in our studio stays in our studio. You can find us at 1440 North Federal
Freddie
Highway
can wear
in
them
Delray
anywhere
Beach.
you want.
Wait a minute.
Live streaming on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. And our phone lines are up
Look
and
at
running,
that.
888-994-4995. I'm a little distracted. Oh, look, it matches what you're wearing.
That's why I got this one. I'm going to wear it.
She comes
Just for
bearing
you.
gifts.
But you can't deny Mama San whenever she wants. Holy smokes, this really does have for 2 arms.
Yes, it has for 2 arms.
it
Are you
is.
really going
Yes.
to put those wings on?
It has 2 prophylactics.
You're crazy. We've got Paul with us from Wedding Talk and Lori from Royal Caribbean. We're getting ready to go. We've got a Brooklyn Cafe TV cruise booked in the making, which is September 21st.
Help him put his wings on.
I have a problem.
He can't get his
It
wings on.
don't fit. I'll keep it in 1 arm.
Okay.
All right. Good.
September 21st is the Brooklyn Cafe Royal Caribbean on
Coming
Mariner of the Sea.
Mariner of the Sea. September 21st, 22nd.
14th.
Oh, that's why I asked you. Then you changed the date on me.
No, that was the date.
When you came here, you said the 21st.
Did I really?
Yes.
Yes, you did. And
Oh,
do
yeah.
you know
But
that
you
now
emailed me the
people
14th, so I'm
people
not
are
sure what
calling
it
me?
was.
We put it out for the
Right.
21st. Come
You're
on.
going to have to book another one for the 21st.
Well, but do 2. Yeah.
All right, so right now it's the 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
September.
You know, not for nothing.
Not for nothing.
And I need a passport because
you
Linda
do
and I,
need- you-
our passports are
Okay.
expired. You have a passport?
I think.
You
You
actually
think?
don't need a passport.
I
for
don't?
that one.
I'm all in.
As long as you have your certified birth certificate, not the one,
I'm all out.
not the old, not the old school black one with your footprints on it. It has to be a certified one that is certified by the state.
Honey, the
so
only
if
thing
you're born in
certified-
New York, it has to be from the.
The
You
only
just
thing
certified
certified
her.
on me is me.
She's
Well,
so
me
valuable.
too.
I don't have that birth certificate, but can I redo my passport without it?
Yes, you can. You have to have a birth certificate. when
Yes.
you're born
No,
here.
I have to renew my.
So she says you have to have a birth certificate. Do you have one?
If you're going to
For me,
renew
yes.
it, you really, I don't
I
believe
have a
you
passport,
need,
too.
I don't believe you need
You
your
don't have yours?
birth certificate to renew it. So you
Okay.
just send
We
it
need
in
to
get the form.
investigate that.
Yeah.
You can get the form
It-
online. But remember, this time of year is a very busy time of year to renew passports because a lot of people are traveling out of the country. So do it very quickly because it may take about 6 weeks to come back to
Is
you.
it expired?
Yeah, no, Paul. Yes, that's why it's called renewal. It's
Ah,
gone.
right.
It's like expired. I got the jacket. I got the pages.
Okay.
And all.
That's all you need. They take that. They
Ah,
do a
don't
little
tell me
stamp
this.
it,
You know,
and
you see,
if
I
you
know
need a
my
new
wings are
picture,
frowning.
But
you
if
get a
you,
new picture.
but if
you're
you
good.
did have a certified birth certificate, is because you're leaving in and out, leaving out of the same port you're arriving back to, you would only have to present your certified birth certificate.
Do you know when I got my my passport? For me to go get an original, because in the day you had to have the original. You have no idea of what I went through. And then I go with my ex-wife down to wherever you go to have
Down
this
on
done.
Worth Street in
Yeah,
Manhattan.
Worth Street. And the line went around,
I
it,
know.
it went
My
around the
husband worked in that
block.
building.
We were there at 6 in the morning, and we were like number 2,500. So I go there, right? And I get to the front of the line, we're ready to go. I forgot my driver's license. So she got hers done. I took the A train back uptown, got my driver's license, went back downtown, and she's sitting outside reading a book and having a sandwich. She says, "Come on, I hooked you up." I said, "What you do?" We went inside. At the front of the line, she wanted this to a guy, and she goes like, the guy goes like this.
Slip them something.
I hope not.
Something.
And the next thing I know, I got my passport. It was
Beautiful
unbelievable.
story. It's a Freddy
It
story.
made me cry. I was crying in that subway. I says, I can't believe I left my driver's license. But anyway, I want to get that to go on this trip.
All right. You bring your passport. Take
It's
a look
always
at it.
great to have your passport too, because
Yeah.
you never know when another opportunity will come up to take in another amazing cruise.
You never know.
Can I
But
get
this
my cup?
cruise that we have coming up is on the Mariner
Paul,
of the
let me get that
Seas.
cup. 'Cause-
It got as far as Lori.
Pass down the coffee.
We're passing. You know,
You
our
forgot the
coffee's
thing?
supposed to be coming today.
Yeah, where is the coffee? I have my
Rocco should
coffee.
be on his way.
I got my coffee hat in the car.
We've got some new Brooklyn Cafe coffee coming today. We've branded our own line of coffee from Don Pablo.
Don Pablo.
Don Pablo.
Don Pablo.
Coming in K-Pods.
We can do both. I don't know how they're coming. I think it's coming ground.
We can even do a
We can
machine.
get-
Coffee machine.
Yeah, the
like
K-Pods.
Freddy's
No, I mean
gonna
a machine.
Hand drip it for us.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm hand dripping.
You asked.
I guess
Because
I'm
you
hand
don't-
dripping.
Because you don't do enough in this studio. You should make
I'm
coffee
gonna
too.
hand drip it. Okay, so who do we got in studio?
We've got Paul with us Call Paul from Royal Caribbean. We've got Lori with us. So cruise planners, Always with Paul on our Thursdays. We've got Mom in the house. We've got Stacy Mandel in the house. We're going to turn camera 3 over to her. We've got 2 new interns on social media. We've got Michael. We've got Austin with us. And we got girl power on the board. Way to go, Alana. You got to give it to the girls. I'm just saying I love our guy interns. But you know what? It's the first girl intern we've had. It's the first female intern that stayed and running tech.
And she's running tech.
And she's doing a great job.
She
So
most certainly is.
all credit to you, Alana.
Now, hold on a second. Who do we have doing our Facebook page?
We've got Michael doing our Facebook page.
Let me see. Let's put Michael up on 3. Michael's been dying to talk. How you doing? Huh?
Are we on?
Yeah.
Are we on?
I just like his
hi.
mouth moving and no sound
Hi.
coming out of his
I,
mouth.
hi. I don't know. The Facebook Live camera's a little behind,
Yes.
but I get.
18 seconds behind.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. It's my first day. Hi. How is everyone doing today? Royal Caribbean. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Now, guess what? We're sending you on a boat, so I want you to pack up. We're going to send you on the boat.
What?
You're going to do
With the ship.
the ship. You're going to send you on the ship because we want to know what we're getting into. So you're going to check it out and then you're going to come back very quickly.
Oh no.
It takes a village, baby.
I get seasick.
It's not a prison ship. It's a cruise ship.
It's a huge.
You won't
It's a
even know
huge.
you're on a ship.
Look at the size of this thing. This is like a giant amusement park. I want you to climb the
Can I
rocks.
come? Can I come take a look at that?
No,
Real
you
quick?
have to
That's
work.
today's
plan to give you.
I'll hand it to you because I don't want you to get seasick looking at it.
Okay.
But this is like a giant. This is like a giant amusement park. This has all sorts of.
It's a destination. That's what I want
Being
to
on this
call
ship is a destination.
It really is.
You
I
got
don't
rock
even care where it
climbing.
goes. Sometimes I don't even get off the ship because there's more happening on board the ship than
Tell me
sometimes
about
on
it.
some of the islands.
I hate your
I mean, so
job. I'm so jealous. You mean you actually are on this all the time?
As often as I can be.
Are you serious?
As often
And
as
you go to
I
all
can
these different
be.
places?
Yeah, I just came back from Europe about a month ago. We have our brand new ship, the Symphony of the Seas, that's going to make her new home port in Miami in November.
Wow.
So I flew out to Spain to greet her when she came out of the shipyard, and it was just over the top.
Do you need
Totally.
like an assistant
assistant.
or an intern?
I'm taking applications.
She probably needs someone to help bring the symphony over from Spain.
The symphony.
That's the name of the
It's got to
ship.
get here.
Symphony.
Is it here yet?
No, she'll be here in November. We have a brand new
Is that the
terminal.
biggest ship?
The
that's-
biggest ship in the world.
Oh, I read that. I saw that on. I don't know what I said. I read that somewhere. The biggest. The biggest.
Biggest ship in the world.
Every
Everything.
time we have a new ship, it is the biggest ship in the world. We always make it at least a foot longer. It's all about the size, so we can get into the Guinness Book of Records
I will
once
say
again.
I will not say it.
Freddy.
I know I opened it up.
Listen, she travels all over the world. She can say anything she wants.
That's
All
what
right.
happens on the
So,
ship.
Paul, tell us what you're doing with Royal Caribbean and Lori.
Well, Royal Caribbean, if you're going to be cruising, Royal Caribbean is the way you go and the only way you go. We're putting a Brooklyn Cafe cruise together.
Oh, we changed the date again, but okay.
No, same day. It's on the 14th of November. And it is
November?
No,
Ah.
September.
September. You got me all rattled now, Freddie. It's on September 14th, and we're going to be leaving out of Miami, and we're going to go to Coco Cay, which is in the Bahamas. We're also going to be stopping at Nassau in the Bahamas, and we are going to have a blast, even if you never get off the ship more than you can ever do. And we have group rates, special just for the Brooklyn Cafe. We have Ocean View, which is a window porthole.
Big window.
Big
Not a little
window.
porthole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big picture window.
$862 for 2 people in the cabin. All
Do you
included.
know that Dawn didn't realize that,
That was for 2. I thought
people?
it was per person.
No. Two.
That's
Right,
amazing,
they got awfully affordable.
right?
Or a balcony for $902.
For a difference of
people.
$40, it's to me. I shouldn't say that because all
And
my
then-
balconies will
Definitely
be
take a
sold out. I
balcony.
gotta
Take
take
the
a
balcony.
balcony.
Yeah.
Definitely
Gotta
take a
take a
balcony.
balcony.
And then I'm gonna get the one up on top with the whoever's up there. I'm
Well,
just
you're
gonna
going to have
crash
to talk
that
to
part.
Lori about that.
But that's,
Lori, I'm gonna crash
He's
whoever's
got a
on top.
connection now.
that's for 2 people, and that includes everything.
That includes everything except your alcohol. Okay, your alcohol would be addition and spa treatments and any donations you might want to make in the casino. And because we do have a very big casino, and also your shore excursions. But you are allowed to bring 2 bottles of wine on board per stateroom. So
Wow.
Is that all Royal Caribbean ships?
all Royal Caribbean ships, you can bring 2 bottles of
Oh,
wine.
yeah.
Not the giant, not the giant gallon, like the old gallon,
I couldn't
gallon
lift
wine.
it. Yes, the jugs.
Gallons.
The
She
jugs.
has a truck
Not
that
the
she brings
handles,
in.
but yeah.
Back it up, Joe.
Oh, that's great.
But that's a great value, but all your food is included. You'll never go hungry on one of these ships. There's
Impossible.
food everywhere you turn, from our Windjammer buffet to the fine dining in our restaurants, our main dining room. We have specialty restaurants as well. Maybe you're celebrating a special occasion, you want to treat yourself and visit one of our specialty restaurants. But there's something at all times if you're hungry. If you get out of the nightclub at 1 o'clock in the morning and you want a slice of pizza, we have a pizzeria there serving up slices at 1 o'clock in the morning and little sandwiches if you're hungry.
And I'm loving that it's when kids are back to school, so they're not on vacation anymore. It changed that whole dynamic that we talked about last week. Kids are back in school, they can't come.
And also, everyone will get $25 in ship credit.
You're back in school? Well, you're old,
I've been
you're
out
old
of
enough to
school
take
for
a
3
day off, I
years.
think.
3 days.
No, 3 years.
3 days. You would have to take 3 days off. You have to be seasick for 3 days, but love it.
I do. Can I plug something positive about Royal Caribbean, by the way?
Please do.
Royal Caribbean is the first and I believe only cruise line to be certified autism friendly.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're aware of that fact, because we really are. We're at the highest level, and all of our staff on board the ships have all been trained sensitivity-wise for autism. In addition to that, in our children's program, now our children's program, Adventure Ocean, has received all sorts of accolades from all different organizations. And what's great is the staff members in the Adventure Ocean Children's Program are not just people that are there to babysit kids. These people that work there, those all have education degrees. So you really have a teacher there. And if you do have someone within the spectrum of autism, of course, you let hopefully Paul know. If you're booking with Paul, we want you to do so. And he'll reach out to our accessible department to alert the ship that there is a child on board that will be sailing that's within the spectrum. So we can alert our Adventure Ocean team, so they may have some special activities and so forth for that child. So thank you for recognizing that and bringing that up. We're very proud.
Or an adult, you never know.
Or whatever the deal may be, even if they're a wheelchair.
Yeah,
Maybe they're a
that
wheelchair.
was the other thing I was going to say. Special needs are definitely accommodated on all of the Royal Caribbean ships. So if it's a wheelchair, if it's a power chair, if it's a scooter, if you need a commode, even to the point if you need a hospital bed, any of those can be accommodated because cruising is for the family. Everybody gets to go. Everybody has fun, and no one should have to stay home and feel, well, I can't be included in that because Royal Caribbean makes sure that it can happen. And I'll take care of those special needs.
Excellent.
And we even go a step further than that. So if you're visually impaired and you have a service dog with you, of course we welcome the service animals, and we have a special litter area for them. If you have hearing issues as well, we'll set up special doorbell for the guests at their door, and special phone services as well, so they can communicate with the team on board the ship.
Wow.
And then we do have signers that, depending on, if we have someone with hearing impaired, so the signers will be available at the show, so that every guest can really enjoy every program that we have on board.
And if you need oxygen, oxygen can be provided for either in the oxygenator or in tanks, whatever is needed. If we understand the need, we will get it fulfilled. And Royal Caribbean goes way and above in making sure that everyone has a good time and is able to enjoy all that's there to be enjoyed.
Wow. Anyone can go.
Anyone
Even
can go.
us.
But she hasn't meant the gang.
Anyone can
God,
go, including
I don't know if Royal Caribbean is going to be
let me ask you a
the
question.
same.
When we go on this trip, can we bring equipment?
We will make arrangements for that, so we'll have a.
Can we do
we'll
a
have a
wait a minute, wait.
conversation
Can
on-
we do a show?
I didn't want to throw you under the bus that fast. I had to
I know.
tiptoe
I
into
feel
it.
the train tracks in the
I
back of my
didn't
neck.
dive in. I just had to tiptoe in
Can we
first.
bring equipment? I'm sorry, equipment.
We'll have some conversations. I'll get some approvals.
Okay, because what we want to do is we want to
Do
do
You
a
need
show.
a very long, you
We
threw
want
that
to do it
cable.
live.
We want to do live. We want to do a show. I mean,
Or a recorded show.
the gangs in New York, the guys and gals, whatever you want to call them, is like
Gangs in
11.
New York, wasn't that a movie?
That is a movie.
It was.
But they took that from
We don't
us.
want to recreate that on board.
No, they took
Great
that name
movie.
from us.
Wasn't it?
But we want to do a show up there. That's what we want to call it, the cafe.
You wanna
I
do a
was just
party?
gonna say, you can have a private party on board?
Yeah, Michelle, you coming?
I want to do a party.
All right.
Of course Michelle's coming. She's part of the gang. Michelle's gonna come. Is Queen whatever is coming?
We haven't
Queen
talked to
Bora
Queenie.
is
Do you know
coming.
that Queenie, her daughter, is now going to work with Crunchy?
It's gonna work with Country.
She's going to start selling Crunchy makeup, being a distributor, because Mrs. Florida loves it so much
It's good stuff.
that this makeup line is so amazing that her daughter is now going
So
to
we
start
go on the
selling it.
cruise, and you could do a whole line of
We can bring
facials.
all our sponsors with us.
Little sponsors do facials. Do all
It's a
sorts of
great
stuff
line
like
of makeup that has no
How many
toxins
days
and no
is the
lead.
cruise?
that. 3.
It's not enough.
We may have to
I
turn
think
it
next time you'll have to go on a longer one.
like to Spain. I
Ever been there? You probably have.
have.
So, if anyone is wanting to come and they want more information, they can either call me,
Call Paul.
561-232-2626, or they can go to my website, www.cruiseoptics.com, and indicate you're looking to come on the Brooklyn Cafe cruise, and we'll get you all set up.
And remind him you don't want the trip in November, and you don't
You
want
want
the
the
trip
September one.
You want the
21st.
September 14th
Just remind
trip.
them, because I'll send you to Afghanistan or something in November.
Mark it in your calendar.
That's
This
right.
ship is just incredible. It has so many different things
Talk
to
a
do
little bit
on
about it.
board. First of all, the ship, if you could imagine it, and many of our Royal Caribbean ships have this, we have a full ice skating rink on board. So that's an activity.
You got a what?
Ice skating rink.
You want to go ice
Imagine
skating?
skating at sea.
Real ice skating or
Real,
the
no, not fake.
rollerblades?
It's real ice skating.
Real
skating.
ice?
And if you want to skate, we have skates available for you to use at complimentary and a safety helmet as well. But in addition to that being an activity, we have ice skaters which are performing on board in a couple of shows during the sailing that are Olympic champions. So they do an incredible,
Holy smokes.
incredible show on board the ship. There's a lot of other things that you can do, and one thing you have to remember, all the activities at Royal Caribbean are totally complimentary. So if you go to ice skate, it's totally complimentary. If you want to surf, we have a simulated surf simulator called a Flow Rider. That's also on board the ship, and
I
that's
saw this
totally
on the-
complimentary. And I've seen it at certain parks where you have to, it's a high cost. In addition, we have a triple water slide called the Perfect Storm. And we have something else very cool that we just added. It's called the Sky Pad. And there's a little image of it, this little round dome here, and you can check it out online. And what that is a virtual reality bungee trampoline. And you have select your own music on headphones, so it's going to be a kind of really wild experience.
Is that the air
I
pocket
think that's
thing?
the safest
No, it's not an
option
airport.
for me.
On our ship that goes out of New Jersey, the Anthem of the Seas, we do have an iFly, which is a simulated skydiving, which is also
That's
complimentary.
cool.
And for those that are listening in that are up north, we do sail that ship year-round right out of Bayonne, New Jersey, which is right down the street from, I like to say, Staten Island.
Please.
And just across the harbor from New York. You can see the Statue of Liberty right from the ship when you're there. But this is SkyPad, and it's really a lot of fun. So there'll be a lot of activities like this on board, activities that you'll find nowhere else. And of course, we have our swimming pools, plenty of places where you can get a cocktail all day and all night, plenty of dining on board, and some other shows as well as the ice skating spectacular that we have on board too. So you're
here's
never
what I
going to be
think.
bored.
I think I can watch the ice skating.
First of all, I'm not even going to say
I
anything.
can't get on ice. I mean, maybe I'll try.
I'm not
But
gonna
that
say
would kind of be fun if you filmed your ice skating.
But I'm not going to say
It would
anything
be fun
because,
if we filmed our ice skating with your bicycle riding.
you see, I can't say nothing. Because I was scared to death she was going to break something on these bikes. We had these
And
electric
she
bikes
could
on
have,
set.
because she's not a great bike rider.
She was great at it.
Oh,
I felt
I didn't
like an
turn the
idiot.
motor on, though.
I fractured my elbow. It hurt.
Right, it's time to
So I
save
can't
her.
say no. I said to her, just be careful. And I get on this stupid thing, and I was headed to North Federal, and I decided to jump off because this thing was going.
It's a
And I-
motorbike.
Yeah. And so I'll find a way.
But you know, on the
Well, if I'm-
trampoline, bungee means there I'm like probably tethered in, so I can't go very
Yeah,
far.
but I'm gonna end up
Yeah,
going.
you're going to be strapped in.
I'm strapped in.
I will
can't
find
go
a
very
way
far.
to go into this ball into the pool here where you what you call it off the boat.
Can you
What?
believe? I'm just saying, how many beautiful women are in this studio right now? One more beautiful than the next. It's tough to be you, both of you guys. I'm
What a-
just saying.
what a job
Look
we
at
got
this
for.
lineup you got here, right?
Well, this is
Seriously.
really really cool.
Check out the information, cruiseoptics.com. Always call Paul at 561-232-2626. It is Royal Caribbean. Mariner of the Seas. And if you can't join us on our Brooklyn Cafe TV cruise, call Paul anyway, because Paul can get you a vacation anywhere you want to go, a wedding. You can go to Sandals. You can take Royal Caribbean. Anything you wanted to do, Paul will get you there.
We got a living testimonial,
We
right?
got a living testimonial.
Yes, Paul booked me a cruise for New Year's, a week, New Year's.
A week.
1 week.
Where you going?
Yes, Paul.
Paul,
Wherever
where's
Paul
she
says
going?
I'm going.
A little birdie told me you're going to Cuba.
I am
Is
going
that
to
correct?
Cuba one day.
And that's a really cool place to go. I was on the very first sailing on the ship you're going on, the Empress of the Seas. And that ship is a ship that we kind of gave it like a South Beach feel with a little bit of a Havana flair to it. A lot of
Olé.
fun. And New Year's, really, if you have not sailed
On New Year's, it's the best.
New Year's Eve on any of our ships, you really need to do it. First of all, our ships are decorated like you have no idea. Beautiful Christmas trees all over. We have some menorahs, but it's just decorated incredible. And New Year's Eve, think about
I was on the
cruising
Harmony of the Seas on
Isn't
the
it
New
great?
Year's. Phenomenal.
I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about driving. You don't have to worry
No,
about having
anything.
one too many cocktail. And all the parties are there going on
All
all
night.
night long.
All night.
And could you imagine the fun you're going to have in Havana going for New Year's? And like I said, I was on the first sailing, and it was very, very interesting because, you know, this is something that's in our backyard, so close yet so far. So now you can go there and see what the mystery's been about. And I always say do it sooner than later, because who knows what will
Later
happen
will
with
be.
the governments in a couple of years. They may change their minds and decide they don't want cruises coming in. So now's the time to do it. And of course, give Paul.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why do you want to go to Cuba?
Because I've never been, and I may never
Exactly.
be able to get a chance to
Good
go again.
answer.
That's why I went. I'd never been.
I went to
And
Egypt when everybody said not to go, and
That I
now I
remember
don't know if
doing
I
you
would
that.
got
go.
it, but you got it crossed off the list.
I
And you
sure
got to
did.
see some really
It's in the
cool
bucket
things.
list. So let me say you're going to go have a Cuba Libre?
Cuba Libre.
Of course. Roman Coke.
Or a mojito.
No,
At the
Cuba
National
Libre is
Hotel.
the
real
drink.
I had a mojito.
mojito.
There was probably the best. I'm not
We
a
gotta
mojito
give,
drinker, the best mojito.
Miss Beauty over here. We need to give her a microphone because what's it mean if you drink? Say that again, man.
Cuba Libre.
That.
Cuba Libre.
Oh, the drink.
The
or
drink.
the color. What
Our
is it
color.
called? What's
Hey,
Cuba Libre
everybody.
mean? Here on.
So, tell me what's in it?
A Cuba Libre is Coca-Cola
Uh-huh.
and rum.
Oh,
And,
And
they
an
usually
umbrella.
throw a cherry
I was
on
gonna
that.
say-
So
And
Mary
something-
wrote a book on your personality defined by what you drink. So since Mary is here,
Okay.
that's right. Well, that is considered a margarita girl drink because that's an umbrella drink. It's sweet, it's fun, it's a party drink. You can have several, and then you'll be dancing on the tables, but that's all good.
Been
So
there, done that.
right. So that's a margarita girl drink for sure.
Okay.
And what is
Sure.
and what is a margarita girl? What's the definition? What is?
Well, they're fun. They love parties. They love to have a good time. They're the leader of the pack. They want to be in front. They love being in
And
front of the
probably
camera.
Leo.
Paparazzi. Of course, you're going to Cuba. It's fantastic.
It was amazing.
Ah.
It was amazing. So I'm excited that you're going to be able to go, and I'm hoping.
They go to Mexico too.
Yeah, you know, it's great about
you're going
those
to Cuba and
itinerary-
Mexico.
You're going to Mexico?
Good to be you.
Hold on a
Yes, Paul.
second.
Wherever Paul tells me is where I'm going.
You know
When
what?
are you going to Mexico?
On
When?
that
The same cruise.
Same cruise.
What's
my-
great about our Cuba itineraries?
I'm not good at geography, so I couldn't tell you
You're
how
going.
that's
You're
happening.
going east and then going
It's
west.
in the western Caribbean part of
So they-
Mexico, like Cozumel.
So they go to
Costa
Cuba
Maya.
and then they.
Yeah, so our Cuba itineraries, we have several different ones. We have ones that will make a stop in Havana and then a port in Mexico. Then we have several that will do an overnight in Havana, which is great. So you can go to the Copacabana and see one of those fabulous shows. And then we have others that actually are 7 nights and visit 3 ports in Cuba. So they'll visit Havana, Cienfuegos, and Santiago de Cuba as well. So you'll
She does
really
it really
get
well.
Santiago de Cuba.
No, she
Santiago
says it
de
all really
Cuba.
well.
Santiago de Cuba. And where is she going to Mexico?
I think you're going to Costa Maya.
Cozumel.
Oh, Cozumel.
You have no idea where you're going.
Selena.
She's just going. Her
I'm
She
just
did
baby-
not
going.
even get off the ship
And now that
except
I
for
can bring
Cuba.
2 things of wine,
That's it. She's
I
ready.
don't care
She's
where I'm
ready.
going.
Has a suite
I'm just
balcony.
going to get on
That's
this.
why I love Mary.
Oh, you have
Oh,
a suite?
she's
Sweet
fabulous.
balcony.
And you know
Yeah.
what's great?
I have
Did
a
you
balcony.
know
I can do anything I want.
Do you know when you have a suite with Royal Caribbean too, you get double crown and anchor points, so that brings you up to the next level
What's up-
quicker for
what-
more amenities?
What's past where I am now?
You're at Diamond, so you want to get to Diamond Plus.
You want to get to Triple Diamond.
Well, let me ask you a question. If we want a suite on the Brooklyn Cafe cruise, can we upgrade to a suite?
We absolutely can
Definitely.
upgrade
I
on,
took
to
a
a
suite on the Mariner. I'm sailing the end
Yep.
of August, and I took a junior
So
suite
we can
on
get
it.
prices for that as well.
We can get prices on
Because
that.
now I'm so impressed with the price, why
I
not
think
spend
they
more
also
money?
have 3 also for a third person.
Well, if you want
if
to put
available.
3 or 4 people in your stateroom, that's always a possibility, if
Yeah.
you like to do that.
You want to bring a
Or
child
you can
along?
book a suite.
So are you going anywhere after Mexico, or is she going somewhere else?
Where am I going, Paul?
You get.
I think you're going home.
I'm going home. I don't know.
Where am I going,
She says,
Paul?
Paul, where am I going?
I love this. What is your
Where do I
wanna
go?
go?
Myra, we haven't talked about that yet.
Yes, I know. We'll
Are you
talk
ever
later.
coming home?
I don't
Get you
know.
on the
I
6
don't have to come home.
We just gotta
You
sell
could do
your
a
house
back-to-back.
first.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
What?
Stay on for next
Back-
cruise, a back-to-back.
You could just never get off the ship. You could just
There
live on
are
a
people
cruise
instead
ship.
of going to
There are-
assisted living and all
Assisted
that.
living.
It's cheaper than
They,
a nursing home.
It's
cheaper
cheaper than a nursing home.
True.
It
And
is.
then you stay on and you never get off.
I met a woman on board. and
Cheaper
she's-
than a nursing
It is. You know what a nursing home
And
is a month?
she doesn't have any family, and she said the staff on board is her family, and
Is
all
a
the
doctor,
all the
a nurse?
passengers are her new family because she gets to make new friends every sailing. It brought tears to my eyes. She was so excited.
Never
She
gets
got
off the ship.
with the captain. She was
Wow.
wonderful, and she's made that her home.
And
Do you-
thousands of grandchildren.
Right, that you can get rid
Yeah,
of.
She
too,
just
and if you-
stays in the same room. She's
She stays
It's
in
the
the
same
same
room.
stateroom.
You know what, Paul? I'm going to add up my mortgage.
It might be less expensive.
You're gonna have a lot of
to
swimming
move
to
on.
do.
And you have-
You know?
I want to live on a ship.
Think about
I
your
want
food's
to-
included.
And you lose the deductibility on the interest coming up starting next year.
Don't complicate it. I want to add up my mortgage, and then I'm going to add up living on a ship per year. And-
Okay.
And we're going to make a comparison because I will sell my house tomorrow. I mean, think about that, right? You get food. You
Entertainment.
You never have
You
to
don't
go
pay
to Publix
FPL.
again.
never have to
care.
drive, you
You
don't
don't
have
need
car
You can
insurance.
get medical care too.
on the ship. You
That's
get
right.
sick. You go see
And
the
you get
doctor.
room service.
And you get a butler in certain places.
If
All
you're in a
depends.
suite on one of our Oasis class ships, in our star
Yeah.
class,
You have a
you will have
butler.
a butler trained at the British Butler Institute in England, where the Queen of England's staff is trained and certified, and every wish is your
Every
command.
command,
And we like to call them
My
sweet
magic
genies
word, every wish is
because
your
you don't even
command.
have to bring your wands.
Every wish is
Dawn
her
brings a
command.
wand.
So
Every-
you
I'm
can
sorry,
bring
she
your
just
wand.
set me up for that.
So let me get this right. If I do, I have to get off the ship.
He's calling the
A
realtor
nursing
now.
home is $10,000 a month.
I know that.
You
So
don't have to get off the ship.
Cheaper.
When it
the
docks,
ship is cheaper.
when
Well,
it
you
docks.
have to get off just for about 10 minutes, just to clear customs and go back on.
Oh, so I have
And you
to
don't
do
even
this.
leave the terminal.
So
That's
all
it.
year. So if I'm going to live on a ship for the whole year, I just got to get off 10 minutes every
Yeah,
time we
it's-
park.
That's what we do with people that sail back to back. That's it.
Can you do that?
Think about
How
the
you gonna
amount
get
of
here?
money
You
I
do a
spend
lot
on
of swimming,
mortgage.
though.
I can live on a boat.
You need a lot of oars.
You
or
might get
swim.
to own the boat.
Or some big floaties. Forget the wings. We'll get you some floaties to swim back
And then,
to shore.
but think about it, because this is like an amusement park
All
boat.
the time.
This
Yeah.
thing is
It's a
huge.
destination.
Now,
It really is.
does this particular, because I got to be careful now if I'm going to be living on this thing, does it go to other places?
Well, not the Mariner. The Mariner does 3 and 4 night sailings strictly to the Bahamas, but we have over 24 other ships that travel the world. So if you select, let's say, for example, our Independence of the Seas, that from November through April is home ported in Fort Lauderdale, and she does 4 and 5 night Western Caribbean sailings. But then in April, she sails over to England.
You see, that's
And
my
then
house.
and
That's where I want to live.
then she does 2-week sailings from England, and the majority of the sailings touch on Spain and Portugal and that area. And they'll do that for the summer, and then sail back in November.
Do you have a Sail Around the World cruise? I know some people that do that. I don't know what the hell a Sail Around the World cruise is.
Well, Royal Caribbean specifically doesn't have a world cruise. We have a sister company called Azamara, and they have very small ships, about 700 passengers, and they will be doing their first world cruise in 2000, and I believe it's 19.
You should do that, Mom.
Yeah, okay. Paul, can I do
And you
that?
should take us.
Okay.
But you know what? If you
I'll take
decided,
you.
you could always do our last 4 or 5 night sailing on the Independence, and then you can sail over and do the transatlantic, which is about 13 nights, and then you could stay on board for the first sailing. That's 14 nights.
So I can have
From
52 weeks a
London,
year.
So you
If you
could
do
be
it the right
gone
way.
for a couple of months.
I would have to shrink my wardrobe because you got to move from one boat to another, one
I
ship
can
to
help
another.
you with that.
Yeah, but those
Shrink my
clothes,
wardrobe?
I can help you with that.
Well, you going to throw everything away?
Fred, you got to get elastic waist because when you're at sea for that long on one of the cruise ships, they tend to shrink in the closets, so the pants get a little tight.
You gotta run.
The key is to take the stairs
Yes.
instead of
to
taking the
walk the deck.
elevators. And we have incredible state-of-the-art gyms on board the ship, so do that. I know
Dawn,
the
you would
first
love the
cruise
gyms.
my husband ever went on, he thought the National Guard was gonna be sent out for him if he did not attend every area that we were serving food. So if they served a breakfast buffet, if they served it in the room and in the dining room, he had to be at every event. And by the time formal night came, his dress shirt would not close. So we had to find another cruise. And this is a person who didn't want to go on that first cruise and now is hooked.
I
on
can
cruising.
imagine. Can you imagine your livelihood is
Being on a
on
cruise?
on a cruise forever?
But there are people that even work on the cruise ships and they just stay, and that's their livelihood.
6-month contracts. So we employ over 40,000 people from all around the world on our ships.
That's amazing.
And service impeccable, every one of them.
We
That's
treat you
amazing.
royally.
Yeah, for
No
sure.
pun intended.
But and you know, Myra just celebrated 51 years of
50.
marriage.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
this
I
is
remember.
52.
52, Dawn.
50, just for you, 52.
Exactly.
Gotta keep remembering when she was
It
born.
can't
That's why
be.
she has her birth certificate.
It can't be 52. It's got to be 51, Dawn.
Why?
It'll be
How old do you
52.
think I am?
51.
Yes.
So it can't be 51.
It's going to be 52 this month. It's her anniversary.
Oh, that's
in
right.
2
It got to be
weeks.
52. Yeah, it's 52.
Don't confuse me. Doesn't take
Their
much.
anniversary is in 2 weeks.
Renewal of vows.
Oh,
Oh, your anniversary is in 2 weeks? What day is your anniversary?
June 25th?
There's still time for you to come and celebrate on board.
And my birthday's March 24th. Do the
That's how we
math.
do the New Year's Eve. 52
Don't
years.
even.
I was never good at math, Dawn.
Don't even do the math on that one.
Wow.
Look what we got. We got a whole party in here.
Wow.
We got visitors.
got
Visitors, come have a seat. Do me a favor, pull up those chairs that are in there and bring them out here.
Bring some more chairs. Is
Bring
John
some
here?
chairs.
John will get some chairs.
John,
And
where
we
are you?
grow.
Get some
We also
chairs
have
over there.
Stacy Mandel
I
with
have
us.
to
She's
have
going to
you
show her
bring me
art.
some cigars back.
Okay. Did they let you?
Yes.
Sure.
Use the other ones
do.
because we have to move them over there. Use the other one.
We bought them.
You did.
And rum.
So,
I
Paul, let
think
me ask you a
you're wrong, but I
question.
think
Is
it's
there is
cigars.
there something going on for this weekend
How many?
or this week coming, like
No,
a
it wasn't a big bar.
like a Royal Caribbean or a cruise tip of the week?
Well, the thing about cruising is no matter when you go, there is always going to be a special. We have a promotion going on right now.
That's
There
what
it
I
is.
wanted to know. The
Yeah.
promotion.
You want to?
Sure.
I can feel the
Well,
promotion
Well, right
coming.
now, we have promotions all the time, but right now we have a promotion where your, the second guest sailing in your stateroom would be at 50% off. And if you choose you wanted to take your children, they would be at a reduced rate, so about 25% off for the children as well. And there's a bonus of up to $100 to spend at sea. Now, if you decided you wanted to sail with us around the holidays, like our friend here is doing, we're giving you an additional bonus. So it's fabulous to sail around the holidays. It's not even Christmas in July,
Well,
it's
just called
June,
that they
but
gave
we're
me a
giving you
bonus.
this gift, and you're gonna
You
get
can
an
come with me now,
extra
Dawn. I have room for you in my
onboard
room.
credit.
You're going in Mom's room.
But of
That's what she
course,
wants.
That's what she wants?
Yeah, why
Yes.
not?
That's it.
but of course, in order to get these great deals, you need to give Paul a
Yeah,
call.
you have to
Paul?
book
Paul a
because they
call.
fill up.
Give Paul a call at Ryan's. But one thing I wanted to mention too, just going back to the Mariner of the Season, this great cruise we're doing on September 14th.
14th.
Absolutely.
If you
Don't
work
miss it.
with Paul, give Paul a call this week and decide you want to commit and sail with us, I'm going to have a nice bottle of wine waiting for you in your stateroom.
There you
So,
go.
nice-
And listen, you
love
can
to give gifts.
you can reach me at
Thank you.
8800 at M2TV, or you have your V card
What
down.
number was that?
8800
Oh, your short code.
AMP2.
We also have a phone number right there, 888-994-4995.
Holy smoke! Somebody wrote that.
Holy, that's my teleprompter. I'm so fancy here.
Or your
My V card is 80800, and under the text you put Cruise Optics, CRUISEOPTICS, and that'll be directly to me.
That's right. And if you come down to the cafe, I'll even make you a cup of coffee. Coffee's coming tomorrow.
Coffee's coming tomorrow.
Blew my bit today.
We grow. You'll have to
Blew
drink
my
some more
bit.
coffee tomorrow.
It's coming tomorrow. But if you
Rocco's
come
coming
down,
tomorrow.
I'll make you, and you sign up, you come on the cruise. How many we got room for? 30?
Yeah, we have room for 30, but we can expand it.
We can definitely expand.
We
it.
can
The ship's
definitely-
I need
full.
300
Holds
people
over
to sign up.
4,000 guests, so we
Ladies,
can
you want to go on a
certainly-
cruise?
Why not?
Why not?
I want this.
Stacy, you come, and they have all accommodations for Lenny as well. Anything you need, they can,
Oh,
Paul
yeah,
can
absolutely.
accommodate everything.
And you-
You sparked her interest, Paul.
Yes, you definitely want to come. Give you an opportunity to enjoy a nice weekend out. You bring children. You're going to have special time away from the house.
What's he keep saying that? Bring what children?
How do
Because
children?
Stacy looks like she's 32.
Stacey, you gonna
She
bring your
bring her
kids?
little kids.
You gonna bring your kids, Stacey?
Just adult
I like
fun?
that.
Adult children.
Bring 2 bottles of wine. That's all I can do.
Those are your 2 friends.
Two bottles of wine
Per stateroom. Per stateroom.
Per cabin.
You get 2 cabins, you can bring 4 bottles. Think of it that way. And we're in negotiations. Maybe we do a show or something on there.
That would be
September
be-
14th is
That
3
would be
nights.
a
Where does
blast.
the ship leave from?
Miami.
Miami.
Your house,
It's okay.
because you're gonna be
I
living
wanna
down
lay
there.
that
Are you going to come on our cruise?
I don't know. Maybe.
You should.
You're gonna go to Mexico, but you're not gonna come on our cruise. You and me, we have to chit chat.
Okay, we'll talk.
And
We're
the
gonna
rates
try.
are so great. I was just thinking about the value because I know we go out to dinner a lot. And you go out to dinner and you're spending $150, $200 for a dinner on a Saturday night. You're getting 3 nights on this ship, and if you add that up, it's almost.
I really
Right.
thought that
one of
was
your
per
tickets.
person, and when I read it, it was for 2. I thought that's like a no-brainer to go away for the weekend for $900 for
It's
2 people.
Nothing.
Your mom doesn't want to hang out with you.
I know she probably does. It's okay. She
It's a
wants
big
privacy.
ship. It's a big ship.
No, I think we'll have a good time, you and I alone.
And what happens on the Mariner stays on the Mariner.
We have more
What
guests.
happens on the ship stays on the ship.
More guests. We need more chairs. John, we need more chairs. Oh, you got mama. You got mama song there. Let's get 2 more chairs.
John's
Yeah,
got a
two.
chair. There's another chair in there. And we need a bigger boat, Fred.
That's Susan. That's Susan's mother. Susan, that's your mama,
You know
right?
what? Today is Mother's Day
That's
at the
Susan.
Brooklyn Cafe.
Don't-
Michelle has her daughter.
Don't scare me. It's not Mother's Day.
It is today. Every day is Mother's Day.
Father's Day is this weekend, isn't it?
Two
Wow.
weeks, the 14th.
Next week.
Well, look, I've got my mom. Susan's got her mom, and Michelle brought her daughter. It's always Mother's Day on the set of the Brooklyn Cafe, right? We need a bigger boat. We're moving to Royal Caribbean.
We gotta
you
take-
know what happens when I call things?
Hey, Susan, we got to take you on the cruise and take on the cafe cruise. Take your mother with us. There you go.
Just saying, we got a full set.
I got 30 people already in this room.
We need more cabins.
We need more
I
cabins.
need a bigger boat.
I keep telling you, we need a bigger boat.
Listen, I'll shack up with whoever's up there on top.
Who you shacking up with?
Whoever's up on top.
Really?
Let's just move 'em out the way.
Move
I want
out
that
of the
big.
way.
I say, listen, you got to go.
He wants the royal suite.
That's right.
How much is the Royal Suite?
It all depends on the sailing, but it's worth it.
Do you know what would
Treat
happen?
yourself at least once.
Let me.
Okay, Dawn, we'll take the Royal Suite.
Oh, just you and me.
That's you and I. Freddie can come. You can come.
Do you know if you take the royal suite, what happens? There'll be 400 people up there.
That's where
I
the
will
party
have
be.
a penthouse party every day. It'll be 3 days of nonstop party.
And
I've
we got
seen
Steve-O
I
coming
know
to music.
people that
Forget
have
him.
done that.
Steve will be the first one, and he walks around with this sound equipment because he's a DJ, right? So he has like this thing on his back, and it's like sound and lights and everything else. He'll be up there for
You
3
know the
days.
funny thing is you haven't told Linda and I haven't told Chuck yet.
No, Linda's watching. Linda watches every show. She goes over it at night with me. Everything I said. She said, "Did you mean this and this and this?" I can't remember. Linda, you had to.
My husband says, I find out about your life when I listen to your show. And that's how I
Well,
find
Chuck-
out. Yes,
Chuck-
but he doesn't have social media, so he may not know we're going yet until I tell him tonight.
Well, Chuck is gonna. I want Chuck to go because there's a rock climbing wall on this, and he told me he's a good rock climber.
Gotta have sneakers.
You could have a competition.
No, he wins.
You know,
Is
want to
that-
try? I'm going to try.
Ain't getting up there.
They'll
I'm gonna
tether
be.
me
I'm gonna be
in.
drinking the wine on the bottom of the boat.
They'll
He's
tether
going to be
me in.
ice skating.
You know, I used to ice skate a lot.
I'm sure you did.
I
You
did.
had to
Rockefeller
have.
Center.
That's what
I
I'm
did.
In
thinking.
Puerto Rico?
In Rockefeller Center.
In Central Park?
Yes.
There were no ice skating rinks, I don't think.
Oh, we got more.
We were
That was
there.
Grandma Day, too. We got Deb and Jaden with us.
We need more chairs. We need. I got 30 people for the cruise here.
With you.
Come on down to the
Have you ever
galley
seen
and
this?
join.
You just never know what happens on this.
You got more chairs?
And we actually had 3 meetings today that never even showed up that are moving to another day. I don't know.
We have a lot more chairs.
Deb, are you coming on our cruise on the 14th?
Of course.
The Brooklyn Cafe TV.
September 14th, and on the Mariner of the Seas.
And it's not November because he keeps saying
And
November.
it's packaged right between
Ay,
the Jewish
babe,
holidays,
it's
so we're
September
good.
14th.
We gotta bump that up.
I know, you know.
It will force people to remember the date September 14th because we used.
Did you say September 14th?
September 14th.
That's the date, right?
September 14th
You have
through
something
the...
November.
Yeah,
You must have
too many
something.
birthdays.
When does it come back in November? When does it come back in September?
3 days later.
14th, 15th, 16th. We come back on the 17th.
16th?
Night of the 14th,
15th,
16th,
16th.
back on the morning of the
All right, 14th through the 17th.
morning of the 17th.
We can do our broadcast from Customs on
And
Monday
where are we going? The
17th.
Cocoa Puffs? Where are we going?
Cocoa K.
Puff.
Oh, that used to be my
Cocoa
favorite cereal, by
K.
the way.
Cocoa K. And where is that?
Okay. It's
The
in
Bahamas?
the Bahamas, and it's our private destination. It's beautiful beaches.
It's a private destination.
Private destination.
Royal Caribbean owns it,
And
I think, don't
we
they?
do own it, and we are actually enhancing that destination. And if you come back and sail with us next year, it's going to be totally reinvented with a water park and all
So what's
sorts
there
of other
now?
fun things. It's a beautiful beach area. You can do snorkeling. You can jet ski. We have beach barbecue.
Beach barbecue. Do they have the truck with the macaroni and cheese? Is that what you're
No, we
talking
don't have food trucks on that. But we do have one ship that does have a food truck. The
Michael-
Anthem of the Seas out of New Jersey, out of Bayonne, has the first food truck in the world at sea, and they serve hot dogs.
You need one? Because I got one. You need a food truck? I'll put it on
We
here
can pull
for
it
you.
up right next to the pier.
I love this
He
lady.
says we're cuckoo for Cocoa K. Michael's having a blast in there on social media.
Cocoa, so we're going to Cocoa K
And
Cocoa
Nassau.
K
And
Nassau.
and
Nassau.
Nassau. And we're going to have some Bahama Mamas?
Bahama Mamas.
I can't drink that no
That
more.
goes with the
Right.
margarita kind of personality. It's
Does
a little
it?
sweet
But
and
you got
sassy.
Bahama
Definitely got a little umbrella feeling to
Yeah.
it, a little sweetness. Party
It
time.
sounds like a whole lot of trouble
May
in the
have to
glass.
do two
That's a lot of
cruises.
trouble
May have
in the
to
You got to get back
take the
though
second
as the
one.
ship leaves.
You got to get what?
You got to get back in time for when the ship leaves.
Yeah, what happens if you don't? Because
You
that has
wave
happened to
goodbye,
me.
and then you figure out a way to get home on
That's
your
right.
Do you know that
Is that
happened
true?
to me
Yes.
once? It's not funny.
That does happen.
Right? It happened to me
Yes.
once.
How'd you get home?
They flew me to the next
They did.
port.
It's
They took a helicopter ride. to the
Okay,
next
Paul,
port.
tell us where we can find you again.
Very easy. Online, www.cruiseoptics.com. By telephone, 561-232-2626. Or by VCard, 80800 Cruise Optics.
And don't forget the cruise is
got a mic?
September 14th, coming
And-
back on the 17th.
Go with
Right, and
Susan,
we
wanna
need
do
to get this taken care of by the
How
end
much
of the
money do
month.
people have to put down?
They have to pay the entire amount because we're so close to the cruise.
By when?
By June 30th.
Oh, by the end of the month. Okay, by June 30th, whatever booking you
So
have.
it's June, July, August, September. We got 4 months.
Yes,
We
but
got
you,
plenty
You
of
know,
time.
it's a good Father's Day gift. Think about
Oh,
that. If you
wow,
haven't
yeah.
Hey,
thought
You
it
just
out.
gave me a great idea.
not for nothing, but I just
Think
became
about
a grandpa, so Father's Day, grandpa gifts. You want to
See,
do that
here
for
we
me?
go.
Father's Day, all right,
Grandpa's
perfect
Day.
gift. There you go. Now I don't have to go
Now,
shopping.
before we're going to be taking commercial to the
We're gonna
next
go to
one?
commercial
Hold on
and
a
we'll-
second. Before I do that, Susan,
Yes.
introduce your mama.
My mama.
Yeah.
This is my mama B.
Hi, everybody. Glad to meet you all.
Hi, B. Welcome.
welcome.
And how old is Mama B?
90. I'm going to be 91 in July.
There you go. Now
Happy
there-
birthday, Mama
now
B.
that's the gift of today,
God
right
bless.
And are these your friends?
And I remember that.
there. And she remembers
And
it.
who are these lovely ladies we have with her?
And who are the ladies with
And this
us?
is my cousin Miriam.
Hi, Miriam.
Miriam, that's my sister's name. She don't smile like you, though.
93.
Oh,
Bless you.
My
And
God
Miriam,
bless
Miriam,
you.
do they call you Mimi?
They call you Mimi.
Yes.
That's my sister's
That's
name.
my
As
grandmother.
long as they don't call her
My
day,
mother.
late for dinner
I
because she
told
likes to
you
eat.
it's Mother's Day here.
And
That's
who and who's this?
And this is my cousin Barbara.
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 Barbara, you coming on the cruise now, Barbara?
Possibly.
Yeah, we're getting close.
She's
We're warming
Warming
up.
up. She's warming up.
We're warming up to you, baby.
a couple of those margaritas.
There you go.
Bahama Mamas, baby.
And
That's what
Deb,
comes
who
out.
do you have with you?
Hi, everybody. I have Jade and my grandson. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi,
And
Jada.
Michelle has her daughter with her also in this room. Is Michelle's daughter? Michelle, isn't she friends
What's
with
your
Jaden?
daughter's name?
was Jaden's preschool teacher.
You were. You know, I think you were my preschool teacher.
They didn't make teachers like me when
I was just gonna, I was just gonna say that. How old
Every
is your
day's a
daughter?
party.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 8. She
8.
is an 8-year-old, a 40-year-old, and an 8-year-old body.
I see that.
Now the great thing about this cruise also is it's built for kids, right? So if you
Yes.
take your kids with you, you have younger kids like this, and everybody's.
All of our ships are multi-generational. So we have programs for children and infants from 6 months. We have a nanny program on board as well as our Adventure Ocean program. And I've had guests celebrating their 100th birthday on board. So there's something for everyone to do at every age.
Unbelievable.
All right. Call Paul. Don't forget, or cruiseoptics.com, 561-232-2626. Payment due by June 30th. A great Father's Day gift. Now all my shopping is done.
It's funny because you're like the poster child to
Royal Caribbean?
Everybody's writing in here saying you're the poster child for
I
Royal
love Royal Caribbean.
You see, you never get off the ship.
Loyal to Royal.
I am loyal to Royal.
The only way to sail.
It
Loyal
is.
to Royal.
Always. Just wonderful.
You know, if Dawn DeMarco was here today, you
She's
would have
coming
to
tomorrow.
wear. You would have to wear the crown thing. So we're gonna make
I
you
have
the
the crown.
queen. You have it?
I do.
So why didn't you put it on her head?
I can think of it, so you just
Royal
said
Caribbean.
it.
Dawn, follow the bouncing ball. Royal Caribbean.
Michael, next to you on the bottom shelf, there's a pink box on the shelving unit. There's a pink box on the bottom shelf.
We really do have a
Oh,
crown.
you really do?
We really do
And the
have
wo-
a crown.
There-
because
there
she's
isn't
so
too many
loyal
things
to
we
Royal.
don't
So
have.
loyal to Royal.
No, it's a plain pink box, not that one. That's for the gals of New York.
I don't know what's in that other
That's a
pink ball.
game.
What's in that?
That's a game that Queenie brought over one day.
Oh no, we don't. Don't touch that box, Michael.
We don't know what's going to jump
We'll have
out
to
of Queenie's
disinfect your
box.
hands because Queenie brought it over.
Okay, maybe it's a black box. Sorry, I was wrong. I thought it was
That's
big.
right. Then this guy forgets the dates and she forgets the colors.
The color of box.
Mary, it's a good thing you're here, man.
All right, so
Where
we have
did you get the crown?
We'll get into that.
we have it. Oh, she's bringing you the unveiling box, Freddie.
Give this to Mama Sana. She's got to wear it.
Oh.
You shall pass the crown
Wait.
over.
Oh.
It's a beautiful.
That's a beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? Dawn DeMarco from
Absolutely
Sparkle of
perfect.
Life made that.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
now, let's get a camera.
Look at him, that's the purple hair.
Switch it over.
Beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is beautiful.
And there you go. Now you are the Royal Caribbean.
Royal
Queen
spokesperson
of
of
Royal
Royal Caribbean. That's it.
There you
In our
go.
brochure.
And now you are the poster
And
child.
now I sell my house and I can go on the ship
Well, I wanted
forever.
I wanted to talk to you about that because the gang is in here. They're having meetings in here, and you're on the agenda to go down and do this block party to
As
try
soon
to
as
sell
we
your
sell
house.
that, I can
She
travel
could go
forever
on
on
another
the
cruise.
ship.
And there's 4 real estate people that want to get involved with this thing, so I figure we just let you deal with them and go from
All
there.
right, don't forget to call Paul or call us on set, 888-994-4995. We'll be back in 2 in 2. Going to switch our set. We've got some really interesting color work coming up on our next hour, and we will be right back.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant?
Excellent job, guys.
DeMarco.
One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium Ancient Superfood Algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. eatessentialsnow.com.
This is Alyssa, the paint girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl handles all makes, models, lease return repairs, and insurance claims. Your smart choice for vehicle repair? The Paint Girl. Call 954-691-7024. That's 954-691-7024.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. eatessentialsnow.com.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
And welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe.
Do you like my crown? I decided I'm going to keep it warm for the next person that
You're
I share
funny.
it with.
You've been dying to put that thing on,
I
haven't
forgot
you?
we had it until you said it.
How can you forget it?
Look at this. I mean,
Beautiful.
come on, Freddie. Who gets this piece from Dawn DeMarco? Is amazing. This crown she created. Really, I know. It even makes you smile. It has to.
You're so funny.
And Susan is here with Essentials, and she says, "Wait, let me fix your crown." So she came over. She fixed my crown. She brought you a little treat.
Yes.
Ready Whip, almond flavored.
What you do
spray
to it?
can.
What you do to it?
Susan has it. She put it in the
okay.
refrigerator. Spray
Oh, okay.
can. She even brought it with you with an ice pack for you, so you can have it so it doesn't go bad before we put it in the refrigerator. Thank you for joining our second hour of the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can find us on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Our first hour, we had Travel Thursday with Paul, always Paul Vadiato from Cruise Planners. You can find him on cruiseoptics.com. And we've got big breaking news. You want to share?
What?
September 14th. Not October, not November,
I
not
think
the
you were going to tell me something
21st.
different.
What?
Barbara, you coming on the cruise?
Thinking strongly.
That needle's moving.
September 14th is the Brooklyn Cafe TV Group Family Fun Cruise. So join our fun. It's going to be on Mariner of the Sea, Royal Caribbean. Prices range from the mid-800s for a room that has a beautiful picturesque ocean window. You can get a balcony room for two for $902. And if you want to upgrade, Paul will get you the pricing on a junior suite or a regular suite. It goes to Nassau. It goes to Coco Cay. It leaves out of Miami, back to Miami. 3 nights. You get back in on Monday morning, the 17th. And anyone you need that is on the autism spectrum, Royal Caribbean is certified to work with that. Paul can help you out with any handicap accessibility needs. You need wheelchairs, beds, oxygen, anything to make this a great family vacation. All the food is included. All your non-alcoholic beverages are included. And the big news we found out, you can bring 2 bottles of wine per stateroom on the ship with you.
Now, let me ask you a question.
I don't even drink.
Do they have to be sealed wine?
Why, you want to drink in the car on the way there?
Well, maybe I take a bottle of wine, maybe I empty the wine and put something else in there.
Uh-oh.
Can I do that? See, I would never ask when she was here. She's gone, right? She's not here, right? Is she gone?
Your secret's safe with that.
Your secret, if you get a screw cap, then they
Exactly.
won't know.
The
Because
screw
if you
cap.
take,
That's right.
right?
That's
If
right.
you do a cork, the cork will be uncorked, but a screw cap, you're probably
That's
good
what I'm
with
saying.
And what would that be?
Vodka.
All right. Well, we
Twice?
talked about that. That's right.
Vodka. I put a little bit of glue on the bottom, clean it all up. We used to do this all the time. Put a little, and then when you let it dries clear. You know, crazy, Elmer's glue dries clear.
Well, I can tell you, my super glue is not working on my Dawn doll.
Your
I have
super
tried
glue,
it
you
for 2
you
days.
glued everything to the
I
table.
can't get her wand to
Yeah,
stick
leave it
in her
alone. I'll take care of
hands.
it. Just leave it alone.
But we've got a full set. We've got a full room of interns, and we have an amazing studio audience joining us. We had my mom. She's making herself coffee in the kitchen
Is she?
somewhere.
Hey,
Yes.
Mom, bring me some coffee. What's the
Our
matter
Brooklyn
with you?
Cafe coffee's coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow, he apologized.
Don
He was-
Pablo is coming tomorrow,
Yes, Don
Rocco.
Pablo, Don Pablo.
And bringing the Brooklyn Cafe coffee with us.
Don Pablo.
I know, who gets to do what we do? Seriously, we definitely have the best job ever with the most amazing friends and guests and extended family with us. Susan brought an entire party with her. And
Susan brought
Debbie
everybody.
is with her grandson and
Now,
Michelle's daughter.
did you hear the latest news?
What?
Susan's getting her house painted Saturday. We're all invited over to have a paint party.
Painting party. That's how we're affording to get it painted, right?
That's right. Everybody bring a
gets
dollar.
a brush when they come in.
You know,
and a
we can, call,
painter's coat.
we can call Pam Polani because she did the Habitat build with women a few weeks ago, and I'm sure she'd be more than happy to
She
do
got a whole
Habitat
gang
paint
of
job.
Think we can get her by Saturday?
Let me ask you a question.
Let's ask Pam to
Are you
come.
going to paint the floor? Because if you are, we're all in.
No.
You're painting the inside or
Paint
the
the
outside?
inside walls. We had, during the hurricane, we had a new roof put in recently, but we had ceiling damage. So we have to have the whole interior of the house painted because of the ceiling.
You know something? I'm feeling you because I got the same problem. I found a problem in a section of the house, so I'm going to have to get up there and start. But I'm going to start doing it little by little. We just got, I wanted to give a shout out to Antonio.
He's coming tomorrow.
Yes, he is, but Antonio from Sunshine Metals
Landscaping.
put together my landscape. When I got home yesterday, I was like, wow, this guy's, he's pretty good.
So he'll be joining us on set tomorrow.
So he'll be on tomorrow, yes.
And today we've got Mary Giuseppe with us.
Now, before we get to
Okay.
Mary,
And
Royal
Stacey Mandel.
Caribbean is they're going to negotiate whether or not we could do a show on the cruise.
And I don't
Wouldn't
know
that
about I don't know about any new tax implications for 2018. I'm just saying it could be a business trip for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Forget about the business trip, but can you imagine having us doing
Can
a
you
set
imagine how amazing that
on
would
the
be?
boat?
Be so cool.
That's like a bucket list thing.
You like the way I tiptoed into that one and said, "Do you think we could bring equipment?" You went, "Can we do a show?" And she said, "Let me find out."
Because bringing equipment means you can bring like a
Well,
radio.
I didn't want to say do the show unless it was
She
your idea.
knows all about it. I
had
told
to have
Paul.
to be your idea first.
No, I told Paul we got to have a show. The reason I
You have
wanted
to
to do
act
it was
like
to
it
get
was
a
your
show.
idea.
Because if they don't let us do it, then we'll have to rent another boat.
Ready?
Get a bigger boat. There you go.
You know what happened?
Your glue.
There's super glue everywhere on my desk except on my watch. Sorry.
I want to see if you can get out of the chair.
I'm not being able to.
Unbelievable. Okay, so now let's get to what we're going to.
We've got Mary with us. We've got Stacey Mandel, who's got some new amazing art pieces. And Mary, so we're really doing an Artist Thursday. We're going to talk about color. And Mary had so much to talk about last week that we ran out of time. You started reading everyone's color, and look, now you've got an entire room of people that if they want to be read, and you can do their colors. Barbara says yes to that. She's thinking about the cruise, but the color reading, she goes, yeah.
Michelle, were you
High
here
level
when
of
she did
trust.
it? No. You weren't? So, okay, so everybody here is new. Everybody.
And I think Barbara has a mic. There's probably another mic. Oh, there's a mic over
Some
here,
mics?
too. We can pass some mics around. Tell everyone what you do, and I'm excited because Stacy's here, and you can sort of go into the way she does color and what she does, and it's just a perfect synergy.
It is. Perfect word. Well, so color, color is the one experience that we have before we have language. We understand color pre-verbally. And so our association with color doesn't get mucked up with our intellect. It is just straight from the heart. It's straight from the soul. So years ago,
Michelle, your phone is on. There you go.
Years ago, I was given this fantastic modality, healing modality, based on color vibration. And I believe that the highest and best for all of us is to become white light. But we come in with this soul imprint of a color vibration. Some people are pinks, some people are blues, some people are reds, and the goal is once we discover who we are, what that imprint is, then we can amp up the colors that we need to create a more balanced, higher and best life, and we can turn down the colors that we don't need, and therefore establish a highest and best life and joy and happiness and
So
love.
you can change your color?
Change your color?
You cannot change your soul imprint, but we can bring colors in that will help you live your highest and best life, and we can take away colors that are preventing you from living your highest and best life, because we don't come in perfect souls. We're here on a journey, and the goal is to perfect as time goes on, and we can use color vibration to help us on that journey.
So you choose color or color chooses you?
Great question. Color chooses you. Color chooses you.
Interesting.
And it has nothing to do with colors we necessarily look good on us. It has to do with colors we just energetically love or hate.
Isn't that interesting?
How do you do that? Just by looking at us?
I ask a couple questions. So in
Why
real life...
why don't you do it?
Okay. In real life, we do a whole thing. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do an abbreviated today.
Because we got to get it in.
Because we got a lot of interesting souls in the room.
Man, you ain't lying.
So what is... Now, you're an artist, so this is always a loaded question for a beautiful artist. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
And what was your favorite color when you were a child?
Probably orange and green, yeah.
Orange and green. And notice she's wearing this fabulous orangey dress on today, right? So what is your least favorite color?
My least favorite color is probably pink. Sorry.
No. So we have green, we have orange, and we have sort of a for pink. Okay. So
it's not me.
It's not you. Okay, you hear that resistance? You hear that? It's not me. Okay, we'll go into that later. Okay. What happens is the green personality. So a green personality is sort of the do-gooder of society. They want to establish peace and balance in the world. They will sacrifice their own ideologies, their dreams, their goals to establish peace in a relationship and in a family, and they're always willing to give, give, give. What's interesting about your chart is that she started out as an orange. Orange are happy, happy, joy, joy, fun, fun.
I've never thought that about me.
Interesting. When you were little, why did you like orange?
Because it was fun.
You were drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But there was something there that super ego that made it, I can't have that much fun, or I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be here, I'm going to do good, I'm going to make good, and I'm going to be happy and make people happy.
I got to pull back
from
the orange.
There you go.
Well, Mary, I got a couple of questions for you, because that raises all sorts of things. People may not see themselves as like green. You described my mother to a T. Mm-hmm. My mother used to take money from me and give it away to people right in front of me and says, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm living life." That's the way she lives. Her favorite color was always green.
Yeah, interesting.
But what is if they don't feel it? Like she doesn't feel that.
Well,
whole
she did,
energy.
but she pulled back.
So she's changed.
She acknowledged that she wanted to have fun, but decided not to because something was more important. So even as a tiny child, she made the decision to bring that aspect of her personality.
So when you look at her, what do you see?
I see a lot of green.
So she doesn't change, Mary. She is green.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I wanted to get.
But what I'm saying is she intuitively understood that there was fun to be had. She just wasn't going to give herself permission to have it yet.
And before I became an artist, I was an attorney.
Ah, here we go.
Not only an
Which is-
attorney, you're more than an attorney.
More than just an attorney.
What else am
What
I?
did you do? Who did you write for?
Oh, I wrote for judges. I wrote opinions.
Yeah, she was just an attorney that wrote for judges. You know,
Yeah.
anybody
Just
can
a
do that. Anybody.
Very, very, you know.
Reviewing court opinions.
So-
Yeah,
and
that nobody reads.
Well, but this is why pink is her anti-color. Because pink is the color of love. It's the color of absolute just moving through life with I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And it's hard to be impartial when you lead with your heart because you're always going to find that. So it makes perfect sense to me.
Right? Is
Okay,
that amazing?
but Mary, I want to ask you, the way she perceives herself is one thing.
Right.
The way others perceive her is another. Then, right?
Absolutely
So
true.
she can be green to all of us, and everybody wants to
Or
buddy
green
up.
to me, but maybe not to you.
Well, let's look at it the other way.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe green to me, and everybody wants to buddy up to her, and she doesn't want to do that. So is that where the problems begin? Because everybody wants to get close. Everybody wants to. I mean, she's an artist. And we're going to get to that in a minute, which is tremendous. And they want to be close to her because it's her calling. It's what she does. No, is that what this whole?
What happens is, so when I do a full palette, a full analysis, we go through many, many different colors. Each one of those colors indicates to me intuitively what's happening. And so then we move through them and we say, wow, maybe it's time to have more fun. So if it's time to have more fun
Hang
and we
out here.
agree, come
Seriously,
here.
come here.
And, and what she's doing, whether she's aware of it or not, is she's bringing that fun into her life by wearing that orange. You see what I'm saying? Now the pink may take a while, and you may have a little bit of a protective layer, which is like artists are transparent on some levels. We are totally available because that's what our art is. It allows people to be available. But on a personal level, she may just have a little bit of a barrier, just as protection.
It's funny because we do a show from the beautiful Heart of Delray Gallery, and we're surrounded by art, color, and energy and everything else. And when I met this lady a few months ago, I see pink. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Because
I think
it's
that
there.
you are a party animal in a cage, and as soon as that cage is open, watch out.
There you go. That's it.
I'd be scared
Freddie.
to go on a cruise with this one.
Freddie, that's exactly right.
That's what I see.
wasn't going to go into that on
I
camera.
can't. I have no filters. I don't have filters.
But Stacy is so much love. When you see her paintings, and I met Stacy not here at the gallery at an art show, and everything she did, it made absolutely no sense to me in my brain why I liked it, but sometimes you're just drawn, and I got to meet her. It's just tremendous what you do in your new pieces, even more so.
Right.
So tell us what you do, and then Mary, I know Michelle is like dying to know what her color is.
I want everybody to do the color.
I already know my color.
What's your color?
My color has and always will be pink.
Yeah. Well, you lead with that the minute you walk into the room, right? And look who's next to you right there.
Yeah, and it's funny because I always tell everybody, my friends, everybody, I love you.
You know,
and my family always says, why? Why do you tell everybody you love them?
Right. Well, and there's a problem with that. When when I date someone and I say, I love you, and then I turn and I go, I love you, and I love you, and after a while,
You
it's
love
like,
everybody.
Yeah.
May as well just
Come
love
up with a
everyone.
special word. I said, well, you're just gonna have to fit in. But pinks, we lead with love. We
So
lead
you're
with
married, you're a
emotion.
pink?
Yeah, I'm absolutely pink.
John, what are you?
Blue?
Blue?
What do you think?
That's a good solid color.
Blue, the lead color, the dominant, or if you wanted to compare this to astrology a little bit, which it is not, but just to get it in the head. So that's like your sun sign would be blue. So teamwork, loyalty, integrity. Ego is totally in check, always working toward the higher and best goal for the team, and sensitive, and mentally, that's where your serenity is. You process the world, it has to make sense, and then once it makes sense, you let it move into the rest of your being.
Is that true? How about you, Alana?
Alana, what's your color?
Blue?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it's funny because I see two different blues. I see one bigger and bolder, and the other one, when you're invited to the party, it's like this one. And don't open that cage if you don't want to deal with what's coming, because there's a whole lot of energy coming.
Oh, yeah. I can feel it coming through here.
Stacy, I know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And okay, so let's go over to, before we get to the paintings, let's go to Susan. Susan, what's your favorite color?
Well, they already told me, Mary told me that I'm pink. And I do feel that way, but pink was my favorite color as a child, pink and purple. And as an adult, I like blue and green. I tend towards teals and blues and greens, but I do like pink. I just don't wear it very often. I don't choose it as a color to wear, yet I do feel like I do love people. I love everyone. I do, most people, majority.
And I think, Susan, it's because as we get more balanced in our life, as we get older and we're further along on our journey, we really understand that we embrace other aspects of our personality to live the happiest life. So pinks, we go through life totally untethered, and we go through life totally open to everything and everyone. And sometimes we get hurt. And so then we start becoming a little bit more regulated, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Or maybe, not that we said anything wrong, but
Start questioning some of your thoughts and ideas.
and so we move toward creating a loyal team. We move toward, living in a slightly more reserved way. And then we start moving into creating balance, which not everyone does the way pinks do. So it makes sense to me, Susan.
Sounds good.
Now, you and I have been doing the show a while, and we've met Susan. Do you see waves? Does she
With Susan?
changes? Yeah.
Her personality changes? Yeah.
She has ups and downs, and
Oh, we all
Yeah,
know.
And then-
sometimes
but-
I could be more aggressive and vocal, and sometimes I could be reserved.
More reserved?
So I know I
you
do
have like a whole cluster of stuff sometimes going on.
keep the mystery going.
All right, how about Mimi?
Mimi, how are you, Mimi?
Miriam.
What color do you love?
Orange.
Orange.
You're a happy girl.
You're a happy girl.
Look at the smile on her. She's always smiling.
You love to have fun.
You love fun. You do love fun.
Sure.
Look at the smile on your face.
Alana, can you put a camera through your face?
And what is her favorite drink?
What's your favorite drink? Alcohol drink?
I can't drink.
Oh, not anymore, but you used to.
Beer.
Beer.
Talk
She
about
likes to have fun.
Talk about a heavy Chevy, baby.
There you go. But
Yeah.
see, beer is a very fun, very social drink. It's just, and it's not so restricted and contrived. It's just, let's have a beer. I love
Likes
that.
to have fun. All right, how about Barbara?
Barbara, what's your favorite color?
Which area are you talking
Color.
about? Alcohol? What, makeup?
Color.
Oh, color. Oh. So,
What's your favorite color?
well, I have a lot of favorite colors. I think I look best in like a blue or like a royal blue. I
Or what's
really
your
look pretty.
favorite color?
Not what you would wear, but just like looking in the
generally,
world.
In the world? Usually green.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you say color, I'm not sure if you mean like the world or your home or what you wear. But you're talking about earth colors.
In general.
Green.
Yeah, because sometimes we like a color that doesn't look wonderful on us, but that doesn't mean we don't like it. It just means we don't wear it. And that's a whole different discussion. But green is another
Green,
beautiful
it's
balance.
magnificent. Yeah.
Love, bringing nature in.
That's so funny.
I
My mother used to-
adore it. I decorated a room in my house. It was a very sunny
Green.
room. It was green and white and plants. It was beautiful, just like the outdoors. I adore it. Yes.
And I bet did you entertain guests in that room?
What was my bedroom?
Oh, well, I'm not going to ask you that question on camera.
But anybody, it was filled with sunlight. It was really great.
The reason why I ask is because green, when we put green in a living room, when we use green in design in a living room, green actually instigates conversation. So if we use it in a living room, it actually instigates just socialization.
I have no green
ivory
in
in
my
mine.
house. My house
You're a
is
martini girl.
orange
plants?
and red. No, I kill them. Orange, red, bright colors. But no green, no live plants unless they're flowers. Everything is outside where the rain takes care of that.
In New York, I had a green ceiling in gold trimming,
Very royal.
and I had white walls. And do you know that people used to go in that room, and they wouldn't stop talking?
Right.
It was like constant. I couldn't.
Was it your
2, 3
bedroom?
o'clock-
Chatter.
No, it
Okay.
was the fireplace was in there. It was in the living room, and I redid the house on purpose in green and white because my mother loves green and white, so I wanted her to be comfortable. But I could not get rid of people. They used to come to my house 2 o'clock in the morning, and Michelle was upstairs and says, "Are they gone?" No, they're still down there.
Because green does instigate and stimulate that social
Maybe
part
we
of
should
our
paint
being.
the studio green.
Oh, yeah.
Paint everything green. Green and white, baby jets. Anyway,
Okay, you're
let's
going
get to
with it.
Deb. Deb, and then we're gonna get
Deb
to your
is
mom.
purple.
Deb, what's your favorite color, honey?
My favorite color is purple.
Yeah, highly creative, highly spiritual, most rapid and shortest color vibration in the visible spectrum. Purples come in purples. Ain't no changing them, not going to become anything else. They are just extremely beautiful and frank. They say what they're going to say, and sometimes people
They got no
understand,
filters.
and some people, no
They
filter.
got no filter.
No.
Because I gotta watch her.
Oh, I'm looking at the other purple over
I
there.
gotta make sure over here that she doesn't have a mic.
Look at her.
She's always saying things that always
I
like.
don't even know if she likes it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
But you know what?
She even texted when she
No.
writes. Oh my
Oh,
God!
There's no
like,
filter.
Well,
None.
well, we won't discuss what those words were. that
you used to
had
be
read
patches,
three
now you're
times.
no filters.
But you know, but the thing with purples, when they say what they are going to say or text, it's not that they mean anything by it. There's no harm, no foul.
don't even know it.
No, they don't know it, and
They don't
that's
know
the
it.
problem that they have sometimes in the world. Is like they just say it, and then they get a reaction, and they're like, well, why did someone react that way to me? All I meant was this.
That's right. And then I tell her, I said to her one day, I said, cut it out. And she says, but what did I say? Are you serious? But anyway, that's another show.
How about Mom?
Let's get
Mom.
let's get Mama.
What's your favorite color, Mom?
Green.
Another
We
green.
got a room
lot
of green back
greens,
there.
Women, a lot of greens. A lot of greens.
And my mom, I know you're not a green.
What is Mama San?
What is your favorite color?
Used to be red.
Yes.
Now it's always red. Now it's purple and red.
You know, that is such a vibrant, and I mean, I got goosebumps on that one, because reds are pure action. They are chi people. You want to go on the cruise? I'm going on the cruise. I'm going to go on 2 cruises. I'm going to live on the cruise. And you do it. You don't just think it. You actually manifest this. And reds are very much in the real world time. You think it and you do it. Now, sometimes after you do it, then you think it. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back. And then sometimes after you do something, you're like, and then you got to have somebody clean up the, clean up the mess. Yeah, and that's a red. But the fact that you've evolved and you've brought up this purple is fascinating to me, because red is the slowest vibration. The rainbow, it's the longest color band, right?
And then purple is the fastest.
And purple is the fastest. So to me, you're like polar opposites. You just got, but total creativity, a little bit spirituality. Is that Mom?
That's Mom.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You know, and you have changed.
I've evolved.
In the last 2 years, I've seen you change.
You have.
When I first met you, you were pure red.
Yes.
Pure red.
Yes. Not anymore.
All of a sudden, holy smokes, who let you out of the cage? It's like you have completely changed your delivery. Now you want this energy that you have to be noticed, and you're going on cruises and not coming home. You're like all over the place.
It's true. I do what I want to do now.
And you're having fun,
And
right?
she'll let you know it, just like
she'll-
Deb.
That's a red.
She'll just let you know.
Those purples got no filters.
He wants to tell you his favorite color.
What's his favorite color?
Sit up and tell your favorite color. Come on.
No.
What's his
Jaden,
favorite?
Jaden, pretend we're in the pool. Pretend we're in the pool.
His favorite color is blue.
Blue. That's a gift. That's a gift.
Okay.
One more.
Who we got in there? Michael?
Michael.
Black.
No.
She says no.
No.
Why? Is that a bad thing?
Black is the absence of color. White is the culmination of all color. So if someone, each vibrating at its perfect vibration, it's like when you put white light through a prism, right? Black is the absence of color. So when someone would say that black is their favorite color, what it says to me is that they're protecting themselves. Black is a color of protection. It's a color of, if we want to call it a color of a little bit of mystery. It also becomes a favorite of someone's when they're going through major transitions, and it kind of keeps them a little bit protected. Like in the city, you see a bunch of people wearing black. It's because nobody wants to stand out. Everybody's protecting their like soft inner core. So what was your favorite color as a child?
Black.
All right, we're going to have to take this offline.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I think
definitely another show.
But
He's not a black.
I think with Michael, I think that you haven't really established a color. I think that you are in this transfer. You're on this journey, from what I feel, and your black is going to change. You know, it's really funny because it isn't. Sometimes things change. Like Mom. You know, when I met you 2 years ago, you were one person, and today I meet you 2 years later, and you're a completely different person. So even though your color's still red, it's still that basic, and yours will always be black. But then the addition of what is coming is what's going to change.
And because we amp up. So we have all the colors present. So you amped up that purple.
Yep.
Boom. And you have all the colors within you. It's just a matter of your journey and your process.
Yeah, we'll see.
So I asked Brooke what her favorite color was, and she tells me ocean blue and teal. Oh, ocean green.
Ocean green and teal. A lot of green and blue.
Teal is green and blue. So it's, you love people, you're very loyal, you're a very good friend, and you love people to get along, and you will do whatever you can to make everybody happy and get along. Does that sound about right? Mm-hmm.
Mary, got a whole audience here. Well, let's see how color goes into what Stacy's doing, because it's such a, you didn't even know Stacy was coming.
I didn't.
You know, anyone was coming, right? So,
I didn't.
Oh, look at these nails.
her nails are orange.
Oh my God, they're fabulous.
They're orange and yellow.
Yeah.
Kind of mustard.
Yeah.
And how you create everything in color. And you went from this legal world and writing for judges to art.
Now, how long have you been painting?
About a year and a half.
That's right. I mean, I just want you to know this. This is, and you never painted before.
Never picked up a brush until a year ago, January.
And you got a calling to do it.
But I had these things in my head that I wanted to express, and I just kept seeing my shorthand. I learned shorthand more than 30 years ago to be a secretary for a job, and so I took shorthand for my boss, and I was a legal secretary. Then when I went to law school, I took my own notes in shorthand, and as a lawyer, I took my notes in shorthand, and I practiced for 20 years until we moved down here and retired about 2.5 years ago. And ever since I learned shorthand, I had these ideas in my head. When people would talk to me, listening to current events, certain words would just trigger, and I'd say, oh, it's so beautiful. I wish I could put that down on a shirt, in a painting, what have you, but I didn't because I was a green, and I needed, well, I was working. I was an attorney. But now, when we moved here, I decided I'm going to start expressing me and not the opinions of my judge or anyone else. So this is all me that I put out there. And I call it inspirational, it's aspirational, but I feel like when I first met Dawn, we have a voice. And this is my voice. This one here, these three that you'll be seeing were all at, in New York, Art Expo New York at Pier 94, and this was in last April, just a month and a half ago. And this is my tribute to Mr. Rogers. And this is in shorthand, it's in Braille, and then I have some in cursive, and it all says the same thing.
What does it say?
It says, you've made this day a special day by just your being you. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are.
Wow.
And it says that in Braille, you can feel it. It's a texture. And I also have it in cursive so you can see it. And Mr. Rogers is celebrating, well, I mean, he's deceased now, but the show went on 50 years ago this year, and there's a movie coming out, and he embodies what you call pink, right?
Yes.
And the reason I did this, this is my tribute to him. He would end each show with this saying, and we have a lot of things going on in this world, and don't you just want to read this every day?
Yeah. It's very touching.
And the reason I used goldfish here is because he would feed his goldfish every day on his show. One day he received a letter from a girl who is visually impaired or blind saying, "Are the fish okay? I don't know that you're feeding your fish." So he would always announce on his show, "I'm feeding the fish." And he always said that. So I felt that I wanted to include fish. I also wanted to include Braille because Mr. Rogers was the type of person that included everyone.
And we've only known you a couple months, how her paintings have evolved.
Oh, yes.
Right? You didn't have the translation before, and you certainly didn't have the Braille.
Right.
And I love both pieces because this way you know exactly what you're looking at. This piece just makes me teary-eyed because it is so beautiful.
And I also include different types of fish because I wanted to be more inclusive of other, if you look at it as people, I wanted you to see others in there, and we're all together in this.
So let me ask you a question. What happened? One day you woke up and said you're going to paint this? Pretty much?
It was just what I was feeling.
What you were feeling?
Yeah. And then the question is, how do I express what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking onto a canvas? This is a wood panel.
There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and Rogers was an icon.
Right.
And a lot of things that he did, all of a sudden, it's really funny. You ever watch Mr. Rogers?
Sure.
All of a sudden, you sit down and you look and you say, I watched him say that. And there's so many things that he did on that show, including changing his shoes, always stood with me. He had the green sweater, always stood with me. And in my house, I used to watch Mr. Rogers just to end my day. It was just craziness. On Channel 11. It was nuts.
Amazing.
And you wake up and you come up with something like this. It just makes you sort of say, don't you wish things don't you wish things could be the way they used to be?
In this way.
In this way. In a positive way. And what's
in a positive, inspirational way.
And what's the gold one behind John? John, let's bring the gold one up because I can't. That is
so cool.
When I met Stacy and Freddie said to me, "Did you buy a piece?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I couldn't decide between the pieces. There were so many." And she has one that's called A Note to My Younger Self.
Yeah.
And that one is beautiful. Stacy, I have to tell you, that was my favorite until I just saw the Mr. Rogers piece. And therein lies why I don't have one of Stacy's pieces yet.
And Mr. Rogers is a home run.
This one is something I have been feeling for a while.
Para todos it's in
This
Spanish.
is Spanish shorthand. It's called taquigrafía.
Taquigrafía.
And this is the translation in Spanish. And this is the flag of Puerto Rico. So this is my apology to Puerto Rico. Okay? Can you read that?
I can't see it, but it looks like para todos mis hermanas y I can't see that. Y hermanos de Puerto Rico. Okay, let's do this the other way because I'm speaking in Spanish and nobody understands what I'm saying.
Well, I'll give you the...
Give me the English version.
Okay, I'll give you the English version. It says, okay.
And are all those coins?
Oh they are coins in the background, yes. It says, to all of my brothers and sisters of Puerto Rico, I apologize. You have been citizens of the United States for more than 100 years. However, in that time, we have failed to give you fair and equal treatment, and most recently, you suffered the devastating effects of 2 hurricanes, an island-wide catastrophe that has since turned into a humanitarian crisis. You are not forgotten.
Beautiful.
And like I said, this was shown in New York this past April. And now we know, since that time, how many people have perished in those hurricanes. And now, we had a hurricane here, and some of us were without power for how many days? Think about how long you were without power. And there has since been island-wide shortages. Island-wide, can you even imagine that? Shortages of power since that time.
Your dad just got his power this week.
Sunday.
Last week, right?
Sunday.
We're in
got his
hurricane
power.
season again.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to happen the next time they have a thunderstorm? And here we are. How does that make you feel? How do you think the people from Puerto Rico, our citizens, feel?
Abandoned.
Abandoned.
That's what's going on
Absolutely.
right now. There's a
They
lot
feel
of
abandoned.
lot of anger going on.
And
Where were these in New York?
At Pier 94.
You had all 3 of these pieces?
All 3 were there.
Let's see the 3rd piece, John.
And so I just felt I needed to apologize. I don't know of anyone else, if anybody else feels that way, but I do, and I had to put it out there.
So are all those coins painted?
It's a different technique, but
like the fish.
Yeah, that's more symbolism of the money.
Black barrel.
This one was my inspiration after the shootings at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. And
I'm glad she doesn't have a voice.
And you know what?
She'd be scary if she does.
If you ever find your voice, Stacy, let us know.
So, I was on this show the day after the shooting.
That's right.
That was my first
I remember.
time I was here, and we talked about gun violence, and I said, you know, something will inspire me. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I will be painting something. And I was on their website, and we, you know, it's all over the news and everything else, but I went on their website, and I saw a saying over the staircase, and it said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And that's what grabbed me, because these kids now are being the change that they want to see in the world. And this is an abstract, okay? You can't look at it and say, oh, of course it's something else, but it's an abstract.
Oh, is your shorthand in there also?
My shorthand is in here also, and it's in this red and brown color. It says, be the change you wish to see in the world. And then I also wrote it out in just regular handwriting, and I also have it written out in Braille here.
When did you learn Braille?
Online.
Wow.
I felt that I just wanted to be more inclusive in my work. And hey, I would love it if some visually impaired people put their hands on it and wanted to feel it.
Look how different that is. You walk around a gallery and it's don't touch.
Don't
you
touch.
can look and don't touch. And here you are welcoming people to touch your artwork,
Right.
to feel it and be inclusive.
That's right.
With the texture and the Braille.
That's right.
Amazing.
And what's interesting about this is this particular technique, it started out as a wheat field. And
I can see the wheat.
Right. Well, you can see this, but it didn't take. And I thought, well, this is so weird. As you know, it's a process. And I set this down, and I thought, gosh, even though my wheat field didn't take, I kind of like it. I mean, it was kind of speaking to me that it didn't want to be just this vision of a plain old wheat field. It's beautiful. But what I do feel is, you know, you have this background and then you have something standing up for itself. You had, and I just, you know, what's the message? I had put the shorthand in there, I had put the English translation in there, and I thought, no, I want it to be more abstract. I don't want the shorthand to be focal. I don't want this to look like a bumper sticker, so to speak. You know, so I pulled it out, but I left the Braille in.
Amazing. So what's next on your journey? Because just in a short period of time, and we met in what, February? We're only in June. The change you've done and your voice is just, talk about being heard on so many levels. What's next?
Well, I'm working on 2 pieces that I haven't decided where they're going yet, but I mean, they will be in Buenos Aires in October, I believe. And they're going to be shown there at the Biennial. And so I'm thrilled to see what
comes next,
what comes out of that.
Mary, you see Stacy, you see these colors.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. What are you seeing?
First of all, I'm just touched beyond, not only with your voice and what you're bringing to the world for all of us to experience, but also your journey. It's just so incredible. I've got goosebumps, tears in my eyes, just beautiful. And the fact that you want people to touch your art, I love that. I'm with you. It's so from a color perspective on this, I find it really interesting because, so we didn't talk about it today, but there's also tonalities of color, you know, bright color, pastel color, that also says something about who you are. And the color, Stacey, that you so perfectly, intuitively brought forward is, of course, the red, which is the chi color, but it has been darkened. Black and brown have been added to it, which really brings forward the drama and the sadness and the violence that is brought forward. And the black is really, these kids are, on one hand, have yellow and gold, total mental clarity about what they're doing. They're so articulate. They're so incredibly forthright and clear. Yellow is the color of mental clarity. It's also a positive chi color. So you have that beautiful yellow. You have that amazing red in a way that symbolizes tragedy, not just life, but also death. And the
dark brown.
The dark brown, which is a grounded to earth. Grounding this experience to earth, and it's really quite powerful.
What do you see?
In all of them? I mean, I just think Stacy's message is just amazing.
No, this one right here.
This one? This one just looks, it's magnificent, but I just see so much pain in it. And in the red and the pain and how you paired it with the wheat was something you would never think. It's like Wizard of Oz in a tornado. I know. I always see movies in animation. It's just to me, that's like Kansas in the wheat field, and the tornado and the hurricane and the pain of the Wizard of Oz. But then there's Glinda the Good Witch, and she can wave her wand, and you know what? Maybe out of something bad, something good will come, and these kids will all find their voice.
That's what the message
is. There's a lot. Exactly. There's a lot more to go because it just hasn't stopped yet. Right. But your Mr. Rogers piece, to me. If I could hang it right there, I think I would cry every day because I would love to read that every day.
But it's funny. I see the school.
Do you?
I see. You know, you ever seen a picture when it gets old and it gets yellow, and it begins to like disintegrate? I see, and the red just brings out the blood that was spilled in that place. But I see the school. I see the clouds over it. You know, and I see it breaking apart and getting old and getting in the distance because, wheat is a sign of healing, and I just see that the wheat will overcome the red because there's a lot of sadness in my eyes to this piece.
Yes,
a lot.
So,
there's a lot.
So change is on the way, which is a remarkable piece.
So.
Stacey, how can people find you? You do commission pieces as well?
I do commission pieces as well. I just finished a commission piece for someone in Illinois, and the person I'm doing this for has a developmentally disabled daughter.
You can put that down, John. Thanks.
Thank you. And
Good job, John.
she's visually impaired, but so I made it very tactile.
Wow.
With a lot of feelings, so she can feel it. It's kind of like an ocean, sand type symbol, and they're very religious. So you'll see a lot of abstract symbolisms like the cross, And because she's only 14, I also used glow-in-the-dark paint.
Cool.
So when you turn out the lights, you know, there's still her
Amazing.
name and a cross on it. So that just happened to be one that I just finished and am sending off to her. I also am donating a piece to the Cornell Art Museum for their 6x6 sale, and it's only a 6 inches by 6 inches. And that one says more, love more. So I've got shorthand, I've got the cursive writing, it's also written in Braille.
You got a lot on a 6x6.
On a 6x6, love more. And that's a background in gray colors, and the love is in white, and the more is in red.
Beautiful.
And it corresponds, I mean, every word love is in white, in the shorthand, in the Braille, white dots, and the cursive, it'll say love in white, and then more is in red.
And what's next for you, Mary?
What's next for me? I'm just so blown away here. What's next for me is I want to know more.
How can people find you if they want?
Well,
you
can
do so much more than just, you know, tell people if they're colors.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know, I'm right now I'm working with 3 extraordinary branding clients. So not only are we doing color, but we're, you know, bringing their brand and creating their brand so that the world can know what is their, you know, the world can know what their commercial is and have it be a real good commercial for who they are in the world and what missions they want to accomplish. So I'm working with 2 clients right now on that. Of course, color is part of it. And you can find me on my website, livevivid.com, livevivid.com, because that's what I believe we all want to do, is live vivid in our lives. And you can, if you'd like to know more about my color work, you can, why don't you text me, 561-667-6700, and text me your favorite color. And I'll be happy to do, because of our wonderful cafe today, something very special.
Oh,
something very
fantastic.
special.
Thank
Just
you.
mentioning the cafe.
I do love color. You know, beige rooms, when I first moved into my house, my decorator said you should go beige and neutral.
Right.
I couldn't take it. I had to change it. Now every wall in my house is different color.
I
Every
love
room
that.
is a different color.
You should be like your mom and have mirrors.
Did you see the Mirror Man's picture?
Yes.
It looked like your house.
Yes.
His living room has mirrored walls like your house.
Ton of mirrors.
A lot of mirrors.
Unbelievable. All right, listen.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Good 2 hours, huh?
I'm speechless.
Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Michael and Austin, thank you. Alana, fantastic job. John, wherever you are, great job as well. Good Thursday, Freddie.
Good
We got
Thursday.
shows heading out on NN tonight. We've got Ask the Expert, Becky and Boca, Noah Crane, and Conscious Co-op, and Faith Washington show tonight, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. We will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.